She sat quietly in the courtroom, ignored and overlooked, just a simple woman in a plain dress. But when the top lawyers failed, she stood up and stunned the entire nation. You won't believe who she really is. Emma sat quietly in the back row of the courtroom, her simple beige dress blending into the walls, her notebook resting on her lap. No one paid her any attention. Lawyers brushed past her, clerks ignored her, and the bailiff barely glanced her way. She was just another face in the crowd, unnoticed, unimportant. She had come to observe, to listen, and to understand how the legal world really worked. Her passion for justice had grown in silence, nurtured by years of study behind closed doors, fueled by the injustice her own family had once suffered, a case that was buried, dismissed, and forgotten. One afternoon, during a high-profile case involving corporate fraud, the defense attorney faltered. His argument collapsed under scrutiny. The room tensed. The judge called for a recess. Emma stood up. "I believe I can assist," she said softly but firmly. Laughter echoed across the room. A woman in the gallery scoffed. "Who even are you?" The judge raised an eyebrow. "And you are?" Emma walked to the front and handed over a file. "Emma Raines. I've submitted a brief that might clarify the argument. With your permission, Your Honor." The judge flipped through the pages. His expression changed. This is brilliantly constructed," he murmured. "Who drafted this?" "I did," Emma replied. An awkward silence filled the room, then murmurs, then questions. Within days, legal blogs were buzzing. Who was this mystery woman? Where had she studied? How did she know so much? The truth unraveled quickly. Emma Raines wasn't just a brilliant mind. She had been a secret advisor on constitutional matters for over a decade, operating behind the scenes at the highest levels. She had written landmark legal opinions, mentored senators, and consulted on Supreme Court cases under confidentiality clauses. She had refused recognition. Fame didn't interest her. But now the nation knew her name. The Chief Justice himself invited her to speak before the National Bar. Law schools begged her to teach. News outlets called her a legal phenomenon. And those who once treated her like a nobody, they stood in line for her opinion. Because Emma, the quiet woman in the back row, had just been unveiled as the nation's top legal expert.